Next, website settings, template, and accent color. So I want to explain editing your website settings. So we did the agent profile and we did a few other things, but here I'm going at Web IDX and I'm going to go to edit settings, and this is where it's going to bring us to what we kind of just went over, and that was, you know, choosing different background images and uploading a secondary logo. But I can scroll down here and there's other stuff to do. It's very strange because I've done a lot of setups for people and a lot of this stuff will just be blank. And so you have to really make a choice for it so that your website knows what to do. So you can kind of go through here and decide. Now, if you have a question about, well, I don't know what that is, you know, you can first of all look at your website and see what these things are. So this is resources, the resources tab. Do I want this to be hidden? You know, you can decide that based on what is showing up. That is totally up to you. But what you can do if you're not sure what these things are is go to the support portal and just type in resources page, and it will explain which each of these things are supposed to do and what they're supposed to look like, so you can decide if you want to hide or not. So make sure something is selected here and then save it. Your millions mapped app. We're not going to talk about that tonight, but I say no, don't hide it. For me, hide office information, no, I'm not going to hide the office information. Again, all these things, if you're not sure what this is referring to, go to the support portal, type it in, and look it up. Print flyer button, I don't even know what that is, honestly, but I just say no. I think it's on the listings page. I could print a listing flyer. I think that's what it's referring to. Or that on my own listings, am I going to allow other kvCore users to print a listing flyer of my property? I think that's what that's referring to. Do you want to mandate the phone number when people are registering on your website? I say no, because I want at least the email, and I don't want to force them to give me their phone number because I don't want to lose the lead altogether. That's just me. You can decide how you want it. Okay. People are telling me I'm awesome and I don't know why. Okay, but great. Okay, all right. Okay, next we're gonna talk about the website and the meta description. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but this is what is going to show up on your, and I'll get rid of mine here. This is what's going to show up on the title of your page. So here I show West Michigan homes, Grand Rapids, and surrounding areas. So you can choose, you can type in what you want yours to say, and you will notice that, I'm going to get rid of some of these tabs so you can see. You will notice that in the tab, it shows what the title is, okay? So where I edit that is right here, and then I save it. So if you want to hone in more and tell people that are visiting your website what areas you serve, you know, maybe you serve, like, so I had a woman in the west side of Massachusetts, and the whole area was called Metro West. Now, this is kind of interesting. This is, here's what I do. I kind of have a pattern. I always say find your home or find homes in, you can do it however you want, the Grand Rapids area. You know, you can put whatever you want here. In my template, I have an example. So when you get this template, you can kind of follow the example. So here, I have find homes for sale in Milwaukee, Oak Creek. I can't pronounce these names, at eXp Realty. So you could do the same thing. Now, how this is supposed to work, so some things don't work exactly how kvCore says they're going to, and this is one of those cases. Now I haven't messed with it in a while, so I'll give them a break. Maybe it works now. But it used to be that, well, what they used to tell me is, hey, whatever you put in here, that's what's going to show up when you share on Facebook, this text. So if you share on Google or Facebook, if you share a link, that's the text that's going to show. That hasn't been my experience. But again, I haven't tested this in a while to really check that. So maybe now it does. But you can put a variety of things in here. And this little guy here, this little support article will take you to exactly all about this. What some ideas for your website title and your sharing preview title and troubleshooting these Facebook display issues, which I've never taken the time to do. So maybe I need to do that, whatever. Okay. But it gives you just different ideas, and it really takes you step by step how to do it so that yours can look like this, for example. And the website description or tagline, how it's supposed to look, or what it could look like. And so you have this. Their support documents, again, are pretty good most of the time. And so I want to just acknowledge that and point you in that direction of this little guy, support portal right here. And then type in the article and it will tell you how to do it. And then this document I'm going to share, and this document will also be linked to my template so that you can go through here and it'll help you. These little articles will be in there, okay? Okay. All right. Now, if we were in a workshop type style, like the ideal thing for you guys would be like a half-day workshop where you all brought your laptops and we were physically in an area and we went through these things step by step. But you know, it can be really hard to manage that anyway. So has anybody been into eXp World? They have like a kvCore like workshop room where you can go in there and they're supposed to be kvCore people, like, and they have like I don't know if it's an all-day workshop, but you can come in and it's specifically kvCore help. Has anybody been into that room? I'm curious. It exists, but I've never been in it. Nope, nobody has been in it. It exists. I think that you, when you just go into eXp World and you look for the meeting rooms, it's either gonna say the kvCore lab under meeting rooms or something. Oh, good. Harvey was in there once and he spoke to a guy who was very helpful. Isn't that great? So yes, it is. Yeah, it is slightly newer. It's been just maybe a couple months. So where was I? Somewhere incredible. Oh, next, you guys, and people are dropping like flies, and it is almost 9 o'clock. So I'm just going to tell you that I will be separating this video into two different videos. So there'll be 2 parts to setting up your website, but I'm going to just continue on with this until I'm finished. Okay, but it's being recorded. All right. So where did I want to go to next? I want to go to your careers link. I get this question so much from new agents and some old agents. They just have no idea that they have a careers website, but you do. If you don't know it, you can go into eXp World Tech Outpost and ask, or you can message eXp Outpost, message eXp support and ask, but usually it is going to be your first and last name .exprealty.careers. And that's usually what it's going to be. And you can double check that that's you and your correct phone number, okay? And that's going to be your link. And what I want to point out to you and maybe some of you have noticed this, that in your kvCore website that you get, it says we're hiring, and then it's got some really weird, like a code, a recruit code, and it takes you to a page that's inside kvCore, and it's very outdated recruiting material, and I don't know why it even exists in there. But one thing you're going to want to do is change that, I think, so that if somebody goes to Join eXp Realty, instead of going to that weird old page, it's going to go to your careers website. And all you have to do is paste what your careers website is. And then I put, instead of we were hiring, I just typed in Join eXp Realty, and you save it, ta-da, and then it's going to show on your website. So that's another thing I wanted to go over. Okay, Kathy. Yep, check out the rest later. You gotta go. Can't be here forever. Okay. All right. I don't know, Donna. Too many hours. Donna's asking me, how do I have time to do all this? I don't. Okay. All right. Next. So let's go back to the template. So again, that you're going to get this template and you can go through it and say, okay, this is what I'm going to put for my website title, or this is what I did put. And I can, double check, did I do a background photo? Did I do a secondary logo? Did I change my, my hiring link, my eXp Realty hiring link? Did I do that? So this is just, again, a little checklist for you to go through and do. So next, where are we at? I want to finish this part, going through some of these. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through some of these settings and decide, do you want to hide the resources tab, yes or no? Finance tab, yes or no? Your hiring link, yes or no? And just make sure everything's saved and that your listing carousels here show the way you want them to. Okay, because you can change these, but I think these are great. Google Analytics ID and the Facebook pixel, we're not going to talk about tonight. It's just doesn't matter yet. It's going to be later down in the series, but if you have any of that and want to do anything with that, you can put it in there, or if you don't, you want to know what the heck it is now, you can click on Support Portal and type in the search to learn more. Okay, use agent info for tagline. So instead of that title that I created for myself, here, West Michigan Homes, I could check this box that says use agent info for tagline, and instead it'll have my email address and my phone number. Well, I say no, because I want my title to show. But maybe I want, since nowhere here on the front of the page can I see my phone number and my email, maybe I really do want that there, so I can choose yes, and then that's what will show. But I'm not going to do that. That's not what I want to do. Now the next part, this is the types of service. Oh, how did that go away? Oh no, that's fine. Okay, so I select all these, and the reason I select pending is because I want any properties that are my listings to show. So here on the front of my page, here, when it shows my listings, even though these are off, these first three are pending, I still want them to show. So I have to tell my website, go ahead and show pending and let pending properties be searchable so that shows. Contingent and backup I don't do because we don't really have that in my MLS area anyway. Very, very rare, and I don't need to put it there. Oh, Fleming, so your type service doesn't include pending. All right, well, is in your area, is it called something else, like under contract or something? If not, ask, So Fleming, I would, if yours doesn't show that and you would like to show your pending properties or you would like that selected, I would click on your chat, send them a message right now and say, please get back to me on this. On my types of listings served, I would like pending to be an option or whatever it's called in your area. So that if I have a listing that's under contract or pending, it's still showing on my website. Can I do this? And they will tell you. You know, they do it in other states. Why not mine? So, yeah. All right. This part. Limit your listing search to the counties your website services. So, this is interesting. I would just say no. Okay. Because, so what, and again, I cannot remember for the life of me if I talked to eXp Realty support or kvCore support on this, but you can tell kvCore support or eXp Realty support, I cannot remember which one, please show on my website, feature on the front of my website, only the properties in the counties that I serve. So, for the Leonard Group, for example, that's what I did. And gosh, I still wish I cannot, again, I cannot remember if I had to talk, I think I had to talk to eXp Realty. It was, I think, because they're the ones who kind of work with the MLS, I'm pretty sure. So the areas they serve, even though their MLS is Southwestern Michigan, the properties that we're showing here were like St. John's and just other stuff way, way more south, like way south that they don't go to. And so I was able to contact support, and I believe it was the eXp Realty support. And I said, here's the deal. They want all the areas in their MLS to be searchable on their website. You know, they want people to be able to search, but they just want, they're just all the properties that are featured, they want to be shown in just the counties that they serve. So I can't fix that. Like, you as a user can't fix that. I believe it's eXp Realty support that can fix that for you. Don't think it was kvCore. What kvCore is going to tell you to do is they're going to tell you to, with these listing carousels, they're going to tell you to choose an area instead of just reduced or open houses. And it doesn't work because it's not going to let you choose 3 different counties. It's going to let you choose 1. And it doesn't work the way kvCore says that you can do it. So anyway, I'm telling you that because I think a lot of people experience that problem where their website's not displaying the right properties in their search area. So going back up to here, was it up? Oh no, it wasn't. Going back down to here. You don't want to limit your listings that are searchable to just the county you serve. I think you should have all the MLS available, but you can decide to change your mind and disagree with me and do how you want. Okay, so I'm just telling you, but I hope that made some kind of sense. Okay, this one is scrubbing areas. Don't scrub areas. Remove options from the area search list that most likely are invalid due to misspellings in the MLS. And I just have no in there, and I haven't had any problems. And then you can sort your default sort when you're sharing property squeeze pages or anything like that. So you can say, well, I want the most expensive to show first, or I want the least expensive to show first, or I want, 3 bedrooms to show first, or 1 acre to show first, or whatever. So, but I have popularity or days on website reductions, whatever. Okay, so I have popularity. The other thing you can choose is, do you want the default display for your property searches to be in a grid, a list, or a map? Totally your choice. I prefer the grid. You can mess with it and see how it looks when we get there. When we do squeeze pages, we'll be looking at that and you can decide. And that's all I got. And then you have to, every time you change anything, you have to just make sure you save it every single time. Click save, click save, click save. Kind of irritating, but that's what you got to do. The other thing I don't want to forget to tell you is about changing your accent color. Most of us, when we get our kvCore website and we get our login credentials, I think we all usually have the same color. It's like it's a dark slate or a dark navy. It looks almost black as our accent color. But you might want to choose a different color. So I have chosen this, I think it's a turquoise color. And I just want to show you quickly how to do that. So what you do is you go to WebIDX, and we're just going to go back to that same spot, but I just want to go through the process. WebIDX, and then Edit Settings. And then you can just scroll down to find it, or you can click here, Template, and it will bring us down to this template section where we can choose the website template. Our only choices, by the way, are Hero and Foundation. Don't use Foundation. Nobody uses it. Looks terrible. Okay, we all use Hero. Oh, you can do what you want, but I don't know the Foundation template, so let's just do Hero. So this is where you can choose the color. So you can choose any color, and then you can just save it, and then to see how it looks on your website, you just refresh and look how it changes. So for example, let's say we wanted to do that. Let's say I wanted to change mine to this deep purple, and I save, and I refresh, and ta-da, that's what it's gonna look like. I don't want that, so I'm gonna change it back, but that's what you could do. And you'll notice here my little Facebook Messenger plugin that I added, I had matched it to my color. So if I want to change this color, I might want to either change this color here on my Facebook plugin or not, but just as an FYI. So that's how you do it. So I'm going to go ahead and change this back quick. And so you can choose your color and have fun. You can change it up once in a while. If you ever change your pictures, maybe different colors will go better. So there you go. That's how you do that.